Yeah, well, they haven't really tied together yet, apart from that tying into the first one, kind of. But like the second one, I don't know. I guess that could tie into the one we just did. Maybe they were the things that were like attacking the outpost, but they haven't really like properly tied together yet.
I think that's enough of that for now.
What?
You're quite fond of this show, aren't you? Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
Wait, am I like crazy or something?
This place must be starting to feel like home to you. Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually. Just in here. Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready? Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready. This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander, leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian.
Yeah, okay, so it was...
As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident.
So we've always been the same character, I think.
James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back.
Yeah, it seems like I've been in
I know
hospital
how
all this
difficult
time.
must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember. Your mind. It's like a conscious black box. It can show you your memories. Look into it. In your most recent episode, you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station. You were isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
Wow, okay. This is interesting.
This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23
Okay.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in
Fatal
the numbers,
accident.
James.
Driver James injured.
This is 20F 12
Driver 2 Charles Hennings deceased.
86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James.
Arrived on scene to discover two cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Asian found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. Driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger seat. Wow, okay. I actually did notice back in that last chapter in the snow there was like two vehicles that had kind of crashed.
This is 20F 12 19 86
Interesting.
23 04.
Oh, okay, there's more here actually, sorry.
Type in the
Mr. Asian was questioned on scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control,
12
but she swerved to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. Driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years.
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F
Is there anything else in here, or is it just going to be like blank?
19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers.
Jeez, okay.
You gotta see this.
Oh,
This is 20F 12
okay, I've got
19 86 23 04.
I must have to type
in the
these in.
numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86
Not sure what it wants me to put in. It's got these circled, but
04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this.
unless I've got to put...
This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F
I'm not quite sure what it wants me to type in here.
86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this.
There's nothing else on these pages.
20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the
Oh, okay.
numbers, James.
It's missing the dash.
You gotta
So we've got empty whiskey and out of
This
control.
Is 20F 12 19 86 23 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see it.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
It's not like it. At all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol. Drunk driving. He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this. It's him. This Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
Okay, so I guess it was our fault that the accident happened, maybe? Wow, this is kind of weird, like, it's gone from like text-based to full-on 3D. Don't have that 5th pint, Jesus Christ. Some pretty fucking lenient driving, drinking laws.
We found him lying there sobbing while his sister died in the car next to him. While Hennings died next to him. What the fuck was he thinking? She was still alive when we got to her. If he'd have done something, they could all still be here.
So I guess it was my fault.
You honestly believe that Hennings was drunk at the wheel and not this little shit? If he wakes up, when he wakes up, I want answers. Until then, you handle it. You write it up. I'm out.
Okay. It's pretty cool. So that's what I've been watching this whole time, and it's kind of like made me blend my memories in with stuff from the show. What? Tell me that. Freaking me out. This is kind of like the text from the first one.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting no pulse. Prepare for defib. Amp charge full to 10 and give me 100 joules.
Ooh, okay, so am I supposed to like...
Come on, 100 joules. Charge amp full to 10.
This is the amp, right?
Come on.
did it say 100 joules?
Can we get this on the screen, please? Clear. No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10.
Wow, okay, this is like really well done.
200 joules. Keep the charge at 10. Let's go. Clear. Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full. Come on, 360, hurry. Clear. Well, would you look at that? Seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away.
Oh, X-ray. Okay.
Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
Can't remember how to do this one. Was it this one? I think.
Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation. Switch on a drill, please.
Not a drill. God.
The drill, please.
Yeah, turn it on.
Mr. Asian, you've made excellent progress. You're doing great. We need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next
Oh
steps.
shit.
We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mum, Dad and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Okay. Jesus. Look. Living room. Room is full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mum and Dad. There's a door to the hall. Push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Okay. I guess we go upstairs. As much as you'd love to, you promised you'd stay downstairs with the party. Go downstairs. What? That's what I said to do. Oh, okay. I guess downstairs means where we are at the moment. Oh, go to living room. Shuffle past people to get back there back to the living room. What am I supposed to do then? Maybe I can go outside? Oh, maybe I need to look at the banner. Bon voyage, James. Finally, not the family disappointment. Cheers. Bottles of beer and half-drunk glasses of wine. Door to the kitchen. Okay, we'll go to kitchen. See, all the best parties are in the kitchen. Kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table, and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits proudly on the table, although no one is eating it. Wow, we better eat some hog roast then. Don't want to disappoint Dad. Oh, okay. Maybe not. Utility room and writing on the wall. So Jen is here signaling you. Okay, well we'll look at the wall. What? Can't I look at it? It's weird. Why can't I look at that writing? That's kind of strange. Examine wall. Read writing. Oh, Happy New Year, 1986, okay. It's 1986 again. Go to utility room. Just as you're about to head inside the utility room, Jen places her hand on your shoulder. You hug, you're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks you if you're enjoying the party. Yes. Tell her it's great, even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. Okay, I guess we will do that. Pour Jen a drink. Oh, and one for myself too. Should not do that. Never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for the big trip. No. You tell her no. That as usual, everything is last minute. Another hug. Your family have really gone out their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not fuck up so much. It's going to miss you. You are going to miss her. She walks away. Oh man. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There's so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. Oh, I don't want to drink though, because then I'm gonna fucking crash and kill people. Yep. Okay. Pour and down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Stop. Go to utility room. Open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his... Oh, fuck. I'm trying not to drink here. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskey, sealing to floor racks. A collector, although he does actually drink them too. There is a bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. Pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. The bottle of 25-year-old double malt. Shouldn't really, but you have to try it. Oh, I don't want to try it though. Can I just like... Exit. Fuck. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room. Wait. With your whiskey in hand, you take in the room around about you. Makes sense, but there must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds of worth of drink in here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. Thanks, Dad. Okay, we'll just see if we can get out of here. Leave room. Head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. No, it's not your new best friend. Stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give a thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Man, we're gonna die. Gotta stop drinking this shit. No. You go back out to the hallway. A few bumps and laughs on the way through and you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks as Jen, covered in blood. Jeb. Oh, well, that worked apparently. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Blood is dripping down your face. It's mixing with tears. Maybe we should get the fuck out of here. Fuck. I think we're in trouble. Oh, that's that face from before.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I am so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
I don't blame you. No. Say no. She's waiting patiently for that ride home. So I don't want to do that though. Your keys are in the kitchen. No, my keys are not in the kitchen. Kitchen is busy, way too many people crammed in here, but I guess this is where the food and drink are at. Guests are like a set of vultures picking at the roast on the kitchen counter. Your dad is locking up the utility room. Good. Good. Eat. Roast. And pick to the bone. Nothing but a bony carcass remains. Oh, so that was the carcass that was on the table before. Interesting. Just look in the room. What are you talking about? It's difficult to move around in here between all the people and the kitchen table. Go to hallway. Back out to the hallway. Stand back in the hallway. Bottle of whiskey in hand, but no car keys. Jen points to the living room and sighs as she puts on her coat. Jen, what the fuck? You can see I've been drinking. You should not be asking me for a ride. Sure, your keys are in the living room. living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on the chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mum is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Tears immediately start to appear in her eyes. My son, off to America. She gives you a hug. Oh, look. Living room. Coffee table, a drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Okay. Maybe I can take a coat. Search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha. Car keys in the pocket. You grab both. This is a bad idea. Don't think I can stop this though. Okay, I guess we're gonna go back to the hallway. I suppose we're like, it's already happened, so I can't prevent it. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning, and no one else is in any fit state to drive. Well, I'm not in any fit state to drive either, apparently. You can handle it though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? Nope, I do not. Not know the back of the road. The back of the road like the back of my hand. Go to... Let's go outside. That's not how you spell it. But it worked. Open the front door. Cold here hits you. You're glad you have your jacket with you. There is a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around at the back of the house and the car sits at the front of the house. I wonder if we can go... She sighs and comically taps her feet. Apart from the little light escaping from the party indoors, the yard is pitch black. You used to love stargazing here. You stumble around the darkness looking for the perfect spot to take in the majesty of the night sky. Gaze up at the night sky. For some reason you don't recognize any of the star patterns tonight. There's much I can do here. I think I just have to go... Jennifer looks relieved as you head back round to the front of the house. Cold air hits you, blah 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 blah, that's what we read before. I guess we just have to go to the car. Fumble with the car handle, confused, until Jen tells you to maybe use the keys in your hand. Jen, really? Like, if I can't even open the door, should be stopping me. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. Car is freezing. As you fumble around with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. Okay, well, so this time it's her, not my dad that wrote it. Can I look at it now? Hi son, hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the generator around back to get power and lights on. Also found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy. Wait. What? I mean I can go back and do that? Nope. So I can't get out of the car now. Okay, fine. Try to turn the ignition with sheer willpower. What? Okay, fine then. Be specific. It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. Turn the key in the ignition and the car roars to life. What now? Do I have to like fucking tell myself how to push the like pedals and shit, or let's put drive. Oh my god. Very hesitantly release the handbrake. Okay, now drive. Put the car in gear and pull out the driveway like a first-time driver. Yeah, I really shouldn't be driving, you're correct. Driving very drunk on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. Come to a junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. Let's go left. Wake up, Jen. Talk to Jen. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. Oh, see? I knew that. Turn the car left at the junction, and something I couldn't read. Confident that you are on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. Feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. Yeah, you should probably do that. Oh, fuck. Okay.
You're all over the place, James. Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you. Crazy sister. Strange, there's a set of headlights coming directly at you, but really slow, like slow motion. Try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. There's no way to control it. The lights merge with your car, and the
James,
outside joins the inside.
Pull over.
The whole world around you begins to scream.
James!
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
You wake up in the car, your world is upside down. The seatbelt struggles against gravity, trying to hold you in your seat. An impact into another car has torn a hole in the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. Ooh, okay, so this is like the other bit. Oh, I'll have to take my seatbelt off. Release yourself from the seat. Gravity takes over as you slump onto the roof of your car. Squeeze through the wreckage. Every breath brings pain to your chest. Your head is throbbing. A blue car is smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You're standing holding your whiskey and your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching at a distance. Okay. The hazard lights are blinking and fumes are rising from the engine. Through the smashed window you can see the motionless driver. It's an older man. His body is slumped and his face is bloodied. We can try and take him out. Yeah. I just told you which one. The door is jammed. You don't have time for messing around like this. Okay, so he like obviously left the bottle there to make it look like he was drinking. Maybe I just use whiskey bottle. Yeah, it's not good. What exactly do you want to do with the whiskey? Well, don't want to do this, but bottle and car. No, I didn't say pour. lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of the sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey. You then very deliberately spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence into his passenger seat. James, that ain't cool, man. A circle of flashing lights surround you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. So, okay, yes, this is like the second one. Silhouette is a police officer in uniform. He beckons you to approach. As you approach the man, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer, while the pain on your head increases.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember, it was all your fault.
Sure was.
I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility. You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James. Say it. Tell them. Listen to yourself.
It has to end, James. Do you not understand? Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us, although I don't suspect it'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Wow, okay. Well, that was really well done. I can see why people said not to read any reviews on it or anything. I mean, there was like a couple of bits that were a bit kind of hard to get through, like with the commands and stuff, but apart from that, it was really good. I mean, it's obviously like going through his process of like his coping mechanism with the crash, and then, you know, kind of owning up to what actually happened.